Welcome, everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I'm the president and founder of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a non-delegated correspondent lender that does things quite a bit differently. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining us today so I can explain a little bit more about what makes us special and different. And we actually have my co-host, Kyle, our partner, and our co-host, Jose, our mentor with 27 years of experience. We'll both be able to chat a little bit later, and Kyle will actually show you a demo of how everything works after I talk about it. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen here, and hopefully can explain a little bit more about what makes us different. So most of you have probably joined from this page, so hopefully you checked out a video, maybe not. But let me go through the bullet points and talk about what makes us special here. So as I mentioned, we are a non-delegated correspondent, and what that means for us is we've tried all the different channels. So we've been a branch at a FDIC bank, a branch as a broker, pure broker, a branch as non-delegated, and a branch as delegated. And we found that non-delegated is a great place for us because of specifically how we operate. So non-delegated, we can still broker as well as be the lender. So a lot of different options. So we have over 60 lenders, I believe it's 65 on the list at the moment, where we can broker a deal and be wholesale, right? And our name's not on the documents, no problem, if that's what we need to do. But where we really have a benefit is we have, I believe, 28 correspondent investors totally approved right now, where we are the lender, but we still have 25 or 28 different options where we can still be the lender on those loans. And the reason that we don't really care where a lot of other people kind of choose one or the other, right? We are all about options. So what really makes us different, myself and Kyle, we come from more of a technology and marketing background. We are all about leads. So when we get these leads, we want to make sure we have a home for them, right? No matter if it's brokered or correspondent or true commercial, whatever it is, we just need to have an outlet for when that customer comes to us and needs a hand. We need to be able to fulfill that need. So we are all about leads. What that means for you guys, unlimited daily leads at a 50-50 split. So Kyle's on the call here now, so he'll actually show you guys a live example of the leads coming in. So you'll get a little more of an actual picture of it. But just know we're very passionate about giving you leads in all kinds of different ways. If you take one of our leads, great. We just do a 50-50 split. So you get half of your regular commission. And you guys can take as many of those as you want from all the different sources that Kyle will show you here shortly. Another thing that makes us different is we have built every line of code for what you're about to see. So we have built our proprietary mortgage CRM from the ground up. So that includes all the great CRM stuff with the dialer, pretty standard issue. There's a lot of different companies with CRMs. That's great. Ours works great for us because it's built for us, by us for exactly what we need to do. But where it really starts getting interesting is when we build that in with your custom website and 1003 application API. Once we just start able to bring in these different APIs and services that come and bring the deal together, it really starts to get interesting. So our software brings in all your leads from your website where they can turn from a lead, even do like a live price quote, and basically start their 1003, start uploading docs all instantly, all within the same portal, all within minutes, sometimes even seconds after you send them a quote. So everything happens automatically, all in the same place. They don't need to log in or wait for a processor to log them into a different system to request documents or any of that. So Kyle will show you exactly how that flow kind of looks. And really where it gets real special is when we build that all together, right? With the CRM comes together with our POS, our LOS, and our API integrations with over 30 different APIs. So we have everything working together, right? So we have Encompass API, we have the appraisals, the title, all the different services, the pricing, the Optimal Blue, everything works together where we can get everything out to the customer. Zillow, Google, all the cool stuff that everybody has all works through our system. So you guys will see a live example of a little bit of that when Kyle's able to show you here in a second. We are also very passionate about training. So again, we've done this business, for over 3 years in all different types of models. And we found that a lot of different ways are lacking training. Obviously the bank has zero training. Broker, kind of all have their own different types of training, all kind of like independent. And a lot of lenders, you kind of have to do your own training as well. So a lot of different places when we weren't in control didn't have a very good training program. That's what makes us different. So we are all passionate about training, both live trainings like we're doing today as a group, but also one-on-one team leader support. So if you guys need to quickly get fixed, I can take a call with you guys in just a couple of minutes and help you get unstuck on the DU approval or get those final little bits of things to get your file over the edge or unstick you from wherever you are with the underwriter giving you a condition and we have to fix something, right? So we want to make sure we do this, take over your screen and fix it in just a couple seconds. We also have the live support room where we have processors that know how to use Encompass can do the same thing, right? You go into live support, they can give you a tip, or they can go ahead and take over your screen and click a button or show you exactly where to do exactly what you need to do to get that done. So we have that during business hours and stuff, or you can book a meeting with me if it's a little more hands-on or scenario based, but always have the live support available. We also have our online training center. So online training center, you can go through at your own pace, obviously. Check out videos, integrated trainings, testing, all that kind of stuff to get you through to get set up on all our different systems. So you can do all that at your own pace through our different training center there. We also have our knowledge center with thousands of videos and resources. So this comes from us and our partners, right? So every time a lender sends an update, we make sure we post that to the knowledge center. Anytime you guys have some tips and tricks, you can also add different posts and tips to the knowledge center. So we're always growing a database of information for you guys about all our lenders and stuff. So there's thousands of articles and videos about that, and also like the process, right? So there's videos of us doing like bank statement loans and things like that. So all the different videos you need and resources you need for all the different lenders and outlets that we have. Again, what makes us different and special really is our leads. So we'll talk a little bit more about that here in a minute after Kyle shows you what it really looks like. But really, we're passionate about not only giving you guys access to 50-50 split leads where we pay for them, but if you guys pay for your own leads, that's awesome. We love that. We embrace that. That's what our system's built for. So if you have your own leads set up, great. Kyle will show you how to route those into the system. Or if you need to set up your own campaign and you want to pay for your own leads and you just haven't had a way to do it, we can do that for you with just a couple clicks, right? So Kyle will show you how to set those campaigns up where you can make full comp on your own leads, which is great. We are also, myself also, very passionate about DSCR. So a lot of you might have, just be hearing about this, but we've been doing this for over 3 years. Very passionate about investors. That's really a lot of what our leads focus on. And we can do those business purpose loans in over 30 states because you don't necessarily have to be licensed in every state. So we actually have a map we can post up where we can do those business purpose loans. And it's almost every state, at least the good ones that we want to focus on, right? And then we have pending applications in the ones that we need to add to the pot there to get pretty good coverage. So great opportunity to prospect those investors, which we love giving you guys, where you can do 10, 20 properties that aren't all in the same state. You can still service that client. And the final thing we always want to talk about is we're very passionate about no fees. Myself and Kyle, we come from a technology background. Obviously we want to make sure that we're not passing any fees on to you guys because we have built this from the ground up. We don't have to go pay for a CRM or pay for a POS. We have spent, the tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars to build that from the ground up so that we don't have to have a monthly fee and pass that on to you guys of any kind. So there's no hidden fees, no tech fees, no desk fees. You guys really don't have to buy any other services. Everything is integrated. And Kyle will show you how that all works here in a second. Now, let me get into the comp plans, which is probably what most of you guys are here for. So again, we've been a branch for the last, over 3 years. Now that we are our own lender, we have found that these 3 plans work the best for us. So these are probably very different than what you're used to. So hopefully I can explain it to you. So obviously everybody's eyes are drawn to the left. So we'll start over here on the senior loan officer plan. This is for our loan officers that have joined and closed some loans with us. So to join the senior loan officer plan, no matter how many loans you've closed, we want to make sure you start and learn our system because we're different. But the goal is to get you up here, upgraded to senior loan officer as soon as you close 6 loans. No problem. We want to get you guys up to 200 basis points, which is amazing compensation. So 200 basis points on conventional non-QM, all the stuff we're all used to. A little bit of varying comp plans with the commercials and HELOCs and stuff. So you guys can request the contract here by clicking the button and you can get all the details on all the different ones. But most of what we talk about here at conventional non-QM, 200 basis points is 2%. Now, remember that comes with all our stuff we talked about, access to all our company leads. And what's really important here is you're going to receive leads from loan officers and loan officer assistants once you're a senior loan officer. So that's why it's important that once you get upgraded, you understand all our systems and you know exactly what to do, when to do it, because we're going to be filling your pipeline with referrals, super hot leads from other loan officers who just don't quite know what buttons to press when. So that's why we want to make sure you guys are rocking and rolling, and we'll compensate you more for that as well. There's also some team leader opportunities where once you are a senior loan officer, you're disclosing your own loans, then you can start disclosing loans for some of your other team and make some overrides and stuff like that. We also have recruiting bonuses as well that can go on there as well. Now, everybody, no matter how many thousands of loans you close or you're a brand new loan officer, great. Everybody has to join at the loan officer plan if you want to start with us here. That's because, again, we're very different. It's very unique to have 2 different hats, right? We wear the lender hat some days, we wear the broker hat some days. It's a different type of system. We also have our whole integrated system where you just have to learn what buttons to press when. It's probably different than what you're used to because we don't exclusively use Encompass or any of those systems that you might be used to. But no problem. We want to get you guys through this as quick as possible. So 150 basis points, still amazing compensation. That's 1.5% for those of you not familiar. And that's on conventional non-QM. Again, you can click through and see the other ones. It's all about the same there. 150 basis points compensation. That includes access to the software, access to the leads, and you still get access to the leads at 50-50 split. So again, if you close 1,000 loans, great. We just want to make sure you learn our system. Take some of our leads and close those 6 loans as some of our leads if you want to make full comp. So no problem. As soon as you close 6 loans, we'll upgrade you to senior loan officer. You'll start learning to disclose your own loans. When you're a loan officer on those first 6 deals, you're going to have to disclose that with a team leader, someone who can go over your disclosures with you, make sure everything's set, all the boxes are checked, all that kind of good stuff. So you got to make a little less commission so that we can compensate someone to assist you there. Now, the one that is different, right? So everybody starts at this. If you want to do loans, great. If you're not ready to be a full-time loan officer yet, you're not ready to sign 1003s. We find that a lot of people that are new to the business want to get their feet wet first. That's no problem. We agree that that's a great plan. So we have this loan officer assistant plan. It doesn't mean you start as an assistant or you're a salaried person or anything like that. This is for licensed loan officers who just aren't quite ready to sign that 1003 and, sign their life away with all the risks that comes with that, right? You got to make sure you're compliant and doing everything right if you're going to sign that 1003. So if you're not quite ready, no problem. You can still make some compensation because you're licensed. That's great. 75 basis points is still more than a lot of the call centers, a lot of the big operations out there that you guys might be coming from. That's still a lot more than you guys make there. So great compensation. And you're going to make 75 basis points for referrals to a senior loan officer. So we're going to connect you over here to someone who knows what they're doing, someone who knows what buttons to press when, and they're going to do the deal as a lead, right? So they make a little less, but they're happy to do it because you're going to assist them as their assistant on that deal, right? It's going to be your family, your friend, someone in your sphere, maybe a realtor and it's your client, but you don't want to do the loan, but you want to, help them out, right? So wherever that lead comes from, it's your lead. So you're going to be calling your customer, your friend, your family member, your mother, your father, whatever it is, to get those documents and help the senior loan officer with what they need. So you're going to assist on that one deal. You're still going to have access to our CRM and our dialer and all that kind of good stuff. You're still going to have access to our cold call leads in there. So if you want to drum up some new business, great. And you're still going to be able to refer those leads to the senior loan officers. This is also no minimum production or anything like that. So, if you're not ready to go full time, maybe you're just getting back into it, you want to learn on your first couple of deals, that's great. This is exactly what this is for, right? You're not going to sign the 1003. You're going to be involved in the whole process. You're going to learn what buttons to press when, so that when you're in the hot seat, right, when you're signing the 1003, when it's your time to shine, that you know exactly what to do. So if you're not quite ready, we have the plan for you. So whichever one you want to start at, if you want to jump both feet in or you already know what you're doing, great, sign up as a loan officer. If you want to start slow and just get used to it, go ahead and sign up as a loan officer's assistant and you can switch back and forth. It's no problem for us. If it's not quite the plan that you wanted, you can switch later. So that's basically it for the comp plans. Hopefully that makes sense. It's a little bit different than what you might think when you think loan officer assistant. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Next, we go into the software, but we have Kyle here can actually show you guys a live demo, exactly how it works live for you. So you ready, Kyle?
Yep, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Now, of course, when you come on board, we do full trainings on this and everything, but I just want to highlight a few features here of our CRM and our system and how it works here, right? So you'll notice here, regular CRM, right? You take your notes and send emails and texts. They all pile up right here in chronological order. Of course, you can put them on automated drip campaigns, action plans to text and email them automatically over time. All that kind of good stuff that most CRMs do, right? But one of the things that sets us apart is our quoting system. So you'll see here, I can get 6 pieces of info from this client, and within 2 minutes, I can pull the pricing from our API with Optimal Blue from all of our different investors and select some rates to send them. And within 2 minutes, I can send them via text and email a nice, pretty quote that looks like this, right? With all these different rate choices, they can scroll over these, see what they mean. They pulls in the Google map automatically, pulls in the Zestimate automatically, pulls in the loan info automatically, gives you the breakdown of the taxes, insurance automatically, has the estimated closing fees here, and most importantly, has you as the loan originator, but you can also attach the realtor to these quotes. Now, let me tell you, your realtor partners absolutely love this. They know when they send you a client, Not only can you quote them within minutes, but you can also attach them to the deal. So they're on their quotes looking all nice. And you're telling your client, hey, we are your team that's going to push your deal across the finish line here, right? So you want to make sure that they know that and they understand that when they send you clients, you're going to really involve them in the process, and your realtor partners absolutely love this. Now, an even cooler part is that they can click this Start My Loan Application button right there. And what that does is create their borrower portal. And let me show you what that looks like on your end now. Excuse me, on their end. They pop right into their borrower portal here where they can start their loan application right here. We're going to ask for the type of documents we need for this lead type. This is just going to be a conventional loan. We're asking right off the bat for them to upload all of their documents right here. Of course, we got their e-consent when they first opened up their borrower portal. They can see their loan info. They can see the milestone in which their loan is at. They can communicate with you right here through their borrower portal. So everything is right here in their borrower portal. Now, once they finish uploading their 1003 at the end of it, it's going to pull their credit. They're going to give consent to pull their credit, and it's going to pull their credit, right? And so when we come back here, let me show you what it looks like on your end. Now you can also see what they are seeing here. You can help them fill out their 1003. You can help them upload documents, right? All that kind of good stuff right here. Now, most importantly, you can click your request document pack. You can request documents from them in 2 seconds here. You can say, I need 12 months bank statements. Now it lets them know, hey, we need 12 months bank statements, sends them an email saying, hey, click here to upload 12 months bank statements in your borrower portal securely, right? You can also change the whole packet. Let's say, you know what, this isn't going to be a conventional loan anymore. This is going to be a DSCR loan. We're going to go ahead and replace that packet, and it's only going to ask for what we need for a DSCR loan, right? You can also request signatures. Let's say you need a signature from them. You can request a signature. It lets them know that they have an agreement to sign, and they can sign it right here. Don't even need to leave the page with our API with the e-sign, right? So everything is built in here into the system. You can also request custom documents, right? The underwriter needs something, hey, seasoning of this account, blah, 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 whatever. Click add, save changes, lets them know, hey, we need this now, right? So you're going to control everything that you need here, start to finish from your client. You can help them fill out things, upload things. You can request more things from them, automatically remind them about these things. So you're going to control everything here within the system, right? Now, once they're done uploading their documents, once they're done with the 1003, now you can click our Encompass API, and it's actually going to allow you to do the entire loan. It's already going to have the credit pulled in there. It's already going to have the 1003 information pulled in there. You can use your documents from here. So you can originate the loan from start to finish in this system, right? All within this login. You don't have to go anywhere else. Now, once you're working on the loan, now you have our pipeline page here where you're going to keep track of all your different loans, what lender or investor that they may be at, who the client is, and all that kind of stuff. But most importantly, the milestones, right? So when you order the appraisal, you're going to change the milestone to that. It's going to ask you, do you want to update the client? And it's also going to update the realtor. So if you keep this checked, now the milestone is changed in our system. You know, we know, the client has it in their portal, but it also sends an automatic email to the client and the realtor letting them know what stage the loan is at. Now, the #1 complaint from both clients and realtors about loan officers is lack of communication. So we are going to use our system to make sure we don't fall into that trap like other loan officers do. We're going to keep everyone updated on the process from start to finish, right? So you see here, we're going to take a client from being a lead to communicating with them, to quoting them, to collecting their documents, collecting their application, pulling their credit, originating the loan, keeping track of the loan milestones, all through this one system, one login from our proprietary system here that we built. You don't ever need another login, no credit login, no Encompass login, no CRM, point of sale. All these different things are here in this one system. We take them through the entire loan process from start to finish here in this one system. Now, let's talk about the leads themselves and where they come from in the first place, right? So we have a few different ways that we give you leads. First and foremost, we give you leads from our Facebook campaigns, right? So we have ad campaigns going on, right? We don't purchase leads from other places. Our ads are going to be coming in all day, every day. And I'm going to show you what this looks like. So all day, you're going to be getting text messages from our system with leads to claim. These leads go to you and 4 other loan officers, right? So you have plenty of chances. It's all fair. Everybody gets the same amount of chances to grab these leads. A few different lead types, and I'm going to show you right here. This is a real test account of leads that are coming in just from one day on my test account. So notice, starting Monday at 9 a.m., we're getting national business purpose DSCR leads. We're getting regular purchase leads, right? We're getting more DSCR, foreign national DSCR. We're getting 5 to 8 unit mixed use leads coming in, bank statement leads coming in. Notice this is all from one day on my test account, right? All these chances. Now you're not even seeing our trigger leads. We also have dozens of trigger leads coming into each loan officer every day, which are from people who pulled their credit for a mortgage, right? And we're getting them instantly, not waiting the next day to get a list. We're getting them instantly to you. The second they pull their credit, you're getting a text message. So this profile is only for a senior loan officer, which the seniors aren't getting the trigger leads. They're getting so many leads, as you see here, all the different leads that are hot from the ad campaigns, as well as the seniors are getting referrals from the loan officer assistants, right? So all day, every day, your phone is going to be blowing up with those leads. Let's talk about another way that we provide leads, which is with our auto dialer here. So we have an auto dialer, same as every other auto dialer out there. You can call a few hundred people in a day. You can drop automated texts and emails to them. Hey, I just called about your purchase or your refi. That's all automatic. You click one button. So you can call 300-400 people in a day, dropping the auto texts and emails instantly to them, all that kind of good stuff, right? So we have all kinds of different lists in here, purchase leads. We have different ad campaigns. We have different cold calls. We have realtor lists where you can call hundreds of realtors in a day to connect with them. So all different kinds of leads here that we have in the auto dialer for when you want to come in and really put in some work, right? We have tons of leads in there. Another way that you can work leads through our system is to purchase them. So those same leads that we're giving you all day for free, right, on a lead split, you can come in and purchase these yourself so that they're not on a lead split. So if you purchase this lead package for yourself, not only are those leads going to only come to you, so you don't have to click to claim them and compete, but they're going to have no lead split, right? So you're going to fill your pipeline with even more leads on top of the ones that we give you, and there's going to be no lead split on. Now, let me tell you an example here. One of our loan officers, Nicole, she closed her first deal as a loan officer. It was a $1,060,000 deal, her first loan ever. It got denied at another lender. She got with Jose, right? She got the lead. She got with Jose. Jose was able to help her turn it into a profit and loss statement loan because it got denied at another lender. And we turned it into a profit and loss, and we closed that deal, her first loan ever, $1,060,000. That was from one of our leads, but it was a lead that she purchased. So her $16,000 commission on her first deal ever as a loan officer, she got to keep the whole $16,000. So she saved $8,000 because she happened to buy that lead because she invested to fill her pipeline with some more leads. So $8,000 extra she made on that deal, her first deal as a loan officer. So you can also purchase leads here to boost your pipeline and make some full comp deals, even with the same leads that we're giving you, which are those hot, fresh leads off our Facebook campaigns. Now, another way that we provide you to work leads in our system is you can import leads. So we give everyone their custom webhook here, so you can use Zapier and bring in leads from anywhere else you purchase them. So if you already purchased leads from Zillow or Free Rate Update or anywhere you already purchased leads from, you can bring them into our system in real time. So you get the text message. That way you can call them, quote them, gather the documents, originate the loan, everything in our system in real time, right? So anywhere you get leads from, you can bring them into our system in real time with your custom webhook here. And we have the instructions here on how to do that, right? So tons of different ways here that we have to work leads, to get leads and work leads in our system, right? Now, as Nick said, we're very passionate about leads because we come from the lead generation business, right? So What I'm going to do is I'm going to have Nick talk about the type of leads we get and why we get those. So Nick is kind of the lead master, so I'll let him explain it. Nick is certified by Facebook as a digital marketing associate. He's certified by Facebook as a media planning professional. He's certified by Google as a Google Ad Search specialist. And we've been doing this for 15 years, lead generation, right? So I'll let Nick talk a little bit about why we get these type of leads. And then we'll have Jose talk a little bit about the support that we provide here. And after that, we'll open it up to questions. So Nick, you want to go ahead and talk a little bit about the type of leads we get and why?
Sure. So, whenever we have a client, whether it's us or, something we're working on or someone that wants to, use our services, we want to make sure we do something different and unique in order to increase our ROI on our ad spend and, what we're doing. So we never want to do exactly what the big guys are doing, right? The Rockets, the Loan Depots, the guys that are losing now also, by the way, because it's, it's a temporary model, right? So we want to not focus on the refi. So for the last 3+ years, we've been focusing on something that's different, the exact opposite of what everybody else is doing. So we've been focused on the non-QM space and the investor DSCR space for over 3 years. And that is an important part of our, kind of marketing niche. Is we're going to do the exact opposite of what the big guys are doing. We're going to service the clients that they're not servicing, right? The self-employed borrowers, the people with 100 properties, right? Even if they have a W-2 job, nobody at the Rocket is going to do someone with a Schedule E with 100 Schedule E properties, right? It's just not going to happen. But I'll teach you guys how to do that, right? We're going to service those clients. I'll teach every one of you guys how to use our software with the AI, where we can get those 100 properties. We get the AI to spit out a spreadsheet. We'll go through it real quick, make sure all the numbers are correct, and boom, now we got someone with 100 properties. We can do a conventional loan for them for their primary home. So we still do conventional loans, obviously, but now we got a person with 100 properties that we know every bit of info on, and now we can refinance any of their 100 properties just like that, right? So we're going to do stuff different. We're going to target different types of clients, and we're going to educate them with the products that they didn't know existed, right? So self-employed borrowers, we're going to tell them about the bank statement programs, the P&L programs, the asset-based programs, the things that they didn't know existed. I do a lot of like crypto stuff, right? So we can do like the no ratio with crypto clients and use asset-based stuff for crypto people. So just these programs that people didn't know existed in the non-QM space that we've been focusing on for over 3 years, we're going to put them out there in front of borrowers that need those programs. And we're going to do it all without competing a dollar with the big guys, right? And then we, seal the deal by having all the options. So as I mentioned before, whenever we get these unique borrowers, which is great, we love unique borrowers, we have to make sure we have that unique outlet, right? Whether it's a brokered outlet or a correspondent outlet, however we have to do that loan to best serve that borrower, we're going to make sure we do it. And we're going to do it with the rates that are great, right? So we're going to do these special types of loans. Our margins are always going to be the same no matter what, right? So we're 275 whether we broker it. We're 275 if we do correspondent. We really don't discriminate which channel you guys use. We're going to do the best thing for the client, right? We're going to make the same amount. Our comp is the same no matter where we go. There is no pushing you guys one way or the other. We are all about the clients. We need to give the clients the best service because we're getting those clients that aren't being serviced by the big guys. We're going to be their only option. We have to find those little unique options, those little unique niches, but that's really what we focus on. Yeah, that's kind of the whole niche of what we do. Kyle always wants me to mention that we still do conventional loans, right? When those borrowers come across us, they think they're self-employed, but they might have VA eligibility. We might be able to, get some VA eligibility. Great. We're going to get them in those ads that said bank statement because they didn't think they could qualify otherwise. But if they have VA eligibility, we're going to consider that, right? We're still going to go through the proper course and see if they qualify conventional before we try these non-QM programs. But the important thing is we're going to service these clients in the best thing that works best for them. So we still do FHA, we still do VA, we still do conventional. We still have access to all the regular programs as well, the 203K, all the conventional stuff, but then we have the fix and flip. Basically any program that exists out there, commercial, 5 to 8, mixed use, 100 units, 200 units, land only, whatever it is, we have an outlet for it now. And if we don't, we will get it, right? I sign up for new lenders every day. I just have 2 more today that are just popping up in our system, right? Our Optimal Blue API just got activated with 2 new non-delegated correspondent lenders just today, right? So we're going to do this every day. We're going to add new outlets so that we can service those clients that we need to service. And again, we're doing the exact opposite of the big guys, right? And we've been doing it for like 3 years. Now the big guys are trying to do what we do, right? So, when the refis dry up, this is what people need to be ready for. And we've been doing it for quite a while. So definitely makes us unique and special. And it's because we do everything the exact opposite of what everybody else has been doing for a while. So you want to pass it off to Jose now?
Yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, real quick, before we get into questions, let's have Jose talk a little bit about how he fits in here and the support that we provide as well. So go ahead, Jose.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Thank you for joining us today. Jose Gonzalez here, been licensed as an MLO and as a real estate agent since September 1995. And one of the many duties that I do here is the reason that I was a little late to this meeting, because I was giving extra support on a three-way call to one of our MLOs. This is a foreign national lead that he received, but these guys are actually in the US. They're just Argentinian that reside part of the year in Argentina, but they do all of their building here. And it was a three-way meeting for potentially multiple commercial deals, but the two that we were discussing on the meeting, one was a little bit above 5 million, and the other one was about 2.25 million. And you know, this is an MLO that reeled them in, and then reached out to me for some support. We put together the three-way meeting. This is the second call that we have. Today's call was actually with a lender and our borrowers, and we're going over the deals. So hopefully try to get them some type of pre-approval so they can put out their offers this Friday that they need. So that's one of the many things that we do around here. If you're a little bit unsure what you got to do with that deal, just book the meeting for the structure or book the three-way meeting and we'll reel them in together. Help you with your structure your files, and then I also help you disclose the files to make sure that when you do submit to the investors portal or to the lender, if it's a broker deal, that it is going to close hopefully 100% of the time. You know, we do filter them out a bit to make sure that you don't have any incomplete files going out. So looking forward to having you come on board. I don't know, because I missed the beginning of the meeting, if Nick and Cal mentioned, but we do have loan officer assistants that do pump the senior loan officers with deals all the time. We do have another of our MLOs right now working on 4 deals totaling about $2.2 million that were all 4 referred by an LOA. So that's the kind of stuff that we do around here. Had another three-way meeting with another MLO yesterday and with a real estate office, which is another thing. Obviously, we love those three-way meetings. Pins people down and makes them commit to do something. They basically are struggling to find a way how to compete in the never-ending race to the bottom, you know, with the agency loans right now. And they were talking about, you know, oh, so I asked them, what are you guys doing right now, you know, to make things work? Oh, you know, we're looking at like 2-1 buy downs and trying to tell the VA people that they can get in with 100% and all that. And the end result is the rates are still double. So the presentation that we gave them really opened up their eyes to all the opportunities that they were missing with the DSCR business purpose loans. They were really excited at the end of the meeting, and obviously saw that as an avenue to fill in the gaps with the production declines that they have had. So really looking forward to helping you all out with some of these meetings and disclosing lots of files.
Perfect. Okay, let me pull up the next steps here then, and we'll open it up to questions. So when you're, Nick, why don't you drop the link in the chat for me there to sign up. So when you're ready to come and move forward, you're going to come here and sign up for the plan that's applicable to you. If you want to be a loan officer right away, or you want to start as a loan officer assistant, just click here to join with that plan. What's going to happen is it's going to take you to fill out a form, and then it's going to take you right to the agreement to sign. Now, you don't need to sign it right then, right? Take your time, check it out. It's going to send you an email with a copy as well. Once you sign that agreement to move forward, then we will reach out with all the next steps, which include getting your, ID documents for the, for employment, and sponsoring your license, walking you through that process, all that kind of good stuff, right? So first step is go to that link in the chat, sign up for the applicable plan. And once you sign that initial comp agreement, we'll send you all of the next steps there. So with that being said, why don't you go ahead and stop recording, Nick, and we will get into answering the questions.